So let's talk about the shield gating mechanic for a second. But why the hell is Hildryn in the thumbnail squad leader? Hildryn and shield gating doesn't mix, since you need low shield values to effectively use the invulnerability of the shield gating mechanic. Let's talk about that later, but for now, let me say to you that the shield gating changes coming in the Abyss of Dagath update is not actually a nerf, but a change to how we use the meta shield gating mechanic. Digital Extremes will be changing the shield mechanic in the game. First, they will make shield a more prominent damage reduction type survivability in Warframe by increasing the damage resistance of shields to all damage types by 50%. This means that if you are a squishy Warframe but has shields, then all you need to do is slap into your mod setup redirection and then the adaptation mod to have decent damage reduction. This also means that shield regenerating abilities will also get buff. Warframe abilities such as Pillage, Volt's Discharge or Harrow's Condemn will be more popular to the crowd, as the higher your shield values, the better your survivability, given that you also equipped the adaptation mod. It will also change the meta, and both Pillage and Condemn will somehow climb up to the ladder, since they can be universally used by your favorite Warframes through the Helminth system. But that's not all though, as Digital Extremes will also be changing the shield gating mechanic. In the past, we rely on the Decaying Dragon key to reduce our shield and get overshield while casting an ability using the Augur mods or the Brief Respite Aura mod. In the upcoming update to shield gating, this interaction will be gone, and the Augur modes will get a substantial nerf, as after Abyss of Dagath, you would need high shield values to gain more invulnerability frames from the shield gating mechanic. The higher the shield you get, the longer the invulnerability. However, if you still rely on the Augur mods, it would definitely take a while to get high shield values, and you would need a Warframe that can spam his or her abilities to somehow get over shield fast. This is where Condemn and Pillage comes handy again. Both skills are usable by any Warframes through the Helminth system, and they both give you overshield in one cast. If your Warframe has these abilities, then you can easily survive even high-level content in the game. And mind you, just before shield gating takes effect, enemies has to break down you high shield with 50% damage reduction and more when you have the adaptation mode in your build. Right now, full shields upon shield break offered a 1.3 second window of invulnerability. After the update, depending on your modded values, this window could be anywhere from 0.33 seconds as bare minimum duration to 2.5 seconds capped at 1150 shields. To receive the original 1.3 second shield gate, players will only now need around 325 shields upon shield break. Both Condemn and Pillage can give you insane shield values within an instance, and somehow I could see these abilities super busted if Digital Extremes will not give the shield gating a cooldown mechanic. With Hildryn, you can just spam her Pillage and gain shields and make full use of the shield gating mechanic. What's more impressive is that they are buffing Hildryn's passive shield gating to 3.5 seconds, making the Warframe super tanky after the Abyss of Dagath update. Normally, I would go with Gloom build for Hildryn, but I'm thinking of switching to Elemental Ward after the Abyss of Dagath update, as the Warframe will be insane when it comes to shield survivability, and I can just focus on spamming and killing enemies with the return damage from Elemental Ward's Electric Pros. Now, Digital Extremes also offered yet another way to interact with the shield gating mechanic. As I have said earlier, they will be removing the Decaying Dragon key interaction, and if equipped, it will lower not just your shield, but also the shield gating duration. However, instead of completely making the interaction disappear, they will introduce a new corrupted mod called Catalyzing Shield. This mode will reduce your maximum shields by 80, but will also change how shield gating scaling works for your Warframe, with a guaranteed 1.33 seconds of shield gating upon full shield depletion. With this mode-equipped, shield gating duration will scale from 0.33 to 1.33 based on your maximum shield values, regardless of what they are. But Squad Leader, this is useless, given the fact that more shield values is better for shield gating after the Abyss of Dagath update. Well, not exactly. Some players don't use the Helminth system, and some don't just have enough resources yet to burn and use Condemn or Pillage in their favorite Warframe. The Catalyzing Shield mode is a great alternative, as with this, you can still use the interaction of Augur mods or the Brief Respite mode with the new corrupted mods to gain shield gating mechanic constantly. It's like the same interaction with Decaying Dragon key, but right now you have the Sacrifice 1 mode slot in your Warframe if you want Catalyzing Shield to be in your build. Also, don't forget the fact that we will be getting companion rework, and the main goal of this is to make your companion immortal. Remember that companion also have shield regeneration mods that you can get fairly easy if you are progressing through the star chart levels of the game. You can use your companion to replenish your shields with the mode without the help of augur mods, or you can pair it with augur mods or brief respite to somehow get the full benefit of the Catalyzing shield corrupted mod. Honestly, this is a good change for the shield gating mechanic, and it made shields super helpful overall in Warframe. I don't know about you, but with the upcoming changes, there's no reason to die in Warframe unless you are in Naros with no shields. So that's all about it. I hope that you enjoy my analysis about the upcoming shield gating changes and find it informative. Please subscribe and like the video to help us please the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Squad Leader signing off.